WNT. The Indiana Fever hosting the new. Take a look at the Kia starting lineups and for New York.
Now.
And we start our Stewart. Go ahead and get it off to Cloud. New York comes into this game 2-0. A victory over Chicago in their last contest where they set the WNBA single game record for most made threes. Ionescu dumps it off to Jones, up and under, and an excellent finish.
New York is such a good passing team, and they do a great job clearing out the side and letting Jones go in the pick and roll game.
And now you see Phoebish starting off on Caitlin Clark. New York was pretty coy about how they would defend her. Boston, the roll, the catch, and puts it in for two.
When Clark and Boston play through the dangerous to try to defend. Really good read by Boston.
You talked about it. That's where you want to see the Fever operate, where you feel they're going to have the most success. When we talked to Caitlin Clark, she said early in the season with the new pieces, it's a matter of everybody finding their role. Ionescu, another dish. Jones muscles it in. Two more for her.
So back-to-back layups for the game. Really good execution by them, and you'd expect that out of a veteran team.
Now Cloud picks up Clark full court as she initiates the half-court offense. Crossover move by Clark. Thought about the step back. Boston this time driving to the paint, and an easy two.
Aaliyah Boston's decision-making has goal. She's good with putting it on the bounce. She can make plays.
Stewart pump fake, and it opens up like the Red Seas as she gallops to the lane for the lay-in.
3 right-handed layups. That's not something Stephanie White's going to be pleased about.
Here's Mitchell sprinting down the floor. Can't get the head to Ionescu. Sabrina short on the jumper.
Well, you want to make Sabrina dribble into her shots if possible.
Mitchell gets behind the secondary and puts it in.
And Jordan, that's why it's so important for her eyes immediately go up the court. She sees 9 players. So good at reading the D.
Kelsey Mitchell, an all-star the last 2 years. You feel she might be the fastest player in the W.
I don't think there's anybody quicker with the ball in the league than Kelsey Mitchell.
Jones already with 6 points and draws the foul. So a chance to add one more as Jonquel Jones. The foul's on Natasha Howard, her first. Jones steps to the line. No good on the free throw attempt.
Remember, New York is coming off a game where they set the WNBA single season record. They made 19 triples against Chicago in the last game. And New York likes to switch 1 through 5.
And Mitchell took her eyes off the ball. A bit of a late pass coming in from Liberty Basketball.
When New York switches, and
that play right there is everything Caitlin Clark told us as far as this team just finding their timing and rhythm. Jones the 3, no good. Clark another board.
New York is doing a really good job of getting into the vision of Caitlin Clark early.
Clark steps on the gas, goes right by Stewart, and picks up the foul.
When you shadow her up the floor.
You know, rim protection there as things opened up for Caitlin Clark. So she steps to the line, adds some tip to the bill. An old-fashioned 3-point play gives the Fever the 1-point advantage.
Caitlin Clark is looking to score in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. And if it doesn't happen, they can run their actions.
Clark had just 11 points in the road victory over Atlanta. Did not have a 3 for the first time in 140 games. It's Cloud off target. Howard this time initiates the break. Howard stepping right through the defense and a heartbreaker at the Cloud up ahead. 2-on-1 opportunity. Stewart catch, finish. Excellent footwork there.
Yeah, really good push by New York. Look at the floor off the outlet. And Natasha Cloud finding Stewart.
Boston trying to roll, can't handle the catch, and that'll sail out of bounds.
To pick up a cheap foul.
And that's going to be a foul on Howard, and that is her second personal. So we're not in the season opener, became the WNBA's 3rd all-time leading scorer. Cloud cross-court pass. Ionescu, open 3 off target. And Hull able to scoop up the rebound.
Really good job to get out and contest on a short closeout on Sabrina Ionescu.
Here's like Ionescu and Caitlin Clark, the way that you defended your team slants. Boston galloping to the cup. The connection works again.
There's not a lot of space there to squeeze that basketball through.
Well, you
what
see
a great pass.
The chemistry they developed after a full season together. Cloud barreling towards the cup, and a late whistle comes in.
Boston to get a straight line dive to the bucket.
The Fever have 5 field goals. heads of the free throw line, and what a pickup for the Liberty. They gave up 2 first-round draft picks, and
she's leading the team in scoring, and I think it's not just her offense, mostly for Sandy Brondello. It gives them somebody new and fresh to build on their championship season last year. But she's a tremendous on-ball defender, one of the better defending guards in the league.
A couple of screens for Clark. She thought about it. Give and go with Boston. Nearly poked away by Jones this time. Cloud gets the hands up, and Cloud forces the turnover. Liberty back the other way. For the first time in this game, things slow down.
Indiana did a good job communicating their switches right there.
Cloud, the drive, the dish, blocked by Boston. And then a collision on the floor, and they're just going to rule this out of bounds as Phoebus was trying to chase the All-Stars. Gotten off to a terrific start here. 6 points. Shots off target. Stewart with the rebound, and she pushes the pace. Jones loses it behind the back. It's a 2-on-2 break. Hull trying to attack Cloud, spinning. Hull elevates and puts it down.
That's a big bucket by Lexi Hull.
Confident play by her as well, too. Back to Stewart, and there is the unselfish play of the New York Liberty.
Well, again, shoot spread out, operating in the middle third. And that's
1 point lead for New York. We'll step aside for a moment in Indianapolis.
I don't know how you guys will handle that with your spouses.
Well, it's good that one of them's on offense, the other one's on defense. I'll tell you this much, Zane was the star of the shoot-around yesterday, as Bonner no good on her, too.
That's kind of the way my marriage is, too. I'm on offense, and he's always on defense.
All I know is I'm out of my league in mine, I'll put it that way. So here we go, New York back on the other end. They're shooting 60% from the field, essentially, as Hull picks up her first foul. The bench. Coming in for her is Marine.
Job in their switching defenses, and she can shoot the 3. She's a career 36% three-point shooter.
Stewart right down the middle, and a foul whistled against Mitchell, it looks like. And if it's Mitchell, that'll be her 2nd foul. So some early age Beckers in Dallas on the road at Atlanta. Thursday, Dallas at Chicago. Then on Friday, Connecticut at Indiana. And then Los Angeles at Las Vegas. NBA.com or visit the WNBA app. When we talked to Stewart yesterday, the championship mindset here for the Liberty, they feel like there's no hangover from last year. This is a very hungry team that has their eyes on repeating.
Well, it's about culture, and they know that they have added some really good pieces. Every team goes through adversity in this league because the league is so good. Then you have to have the right character around you to be able to get through it, and the talent.
And a 3 is good for the Liberty. So 6-point advantage for New York, their largest lead of the afternoon. Bonner had some airspace. This time gets it down low to Boston. Boston pivoting against Stewart, goes off the glass.
Early in the game, Breanna Stewart's going to show some discipline there. And if she stays foul-free as the game goes on, she'll be more of a presence at the rim.
Stewart lost it off her foot. Sabrina scoops it up, 10 to shoot with Boston on her. Tries to take her into the deep end, launches another triple. And the former Duck buries it.